Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video, my first proper video on the Radiant Stars update. Obviously I did cover it a bunch on the PTS, but this is the first time I'm going to have something up on the channel with it actually being the live patch. Although it definitely isn't the first video I've recorded. I've done 2 or 3 already that I've kind of not really ended up turning into videos that I ended up just scrapping either halfway through or after I put it together. I just wasn't really feeling it, so I'm here to do hopefully a better job where this one does end up on the channel. If you're seeing it, then obviously it did. But yeah, we're going to be playing some Lex today with his new Retribution. It hasn't been changed other than its cooldown, and I think it's actually had the biggest cooldown reduction possibly in Paladins history without the ability being nerfed or whatever. It's gone from 30 all the way down to 6, which is massive, and I do reckon that this change has been needed for a while. I'm really glad that it is here. I have played a couple games with it and it actually felt pretty decent, being able to actually use your Q to change your target instead of having it on a 30-second cooldown where you basically never end up using it. Obviously because of that, it is kind of a passive buff to discovery. Technically also the Death Hastens playstyle, I personally don't really like it all that much. I kind of suck with it, so I'm going to stick to discovery for today, but it is a pretty noticeable change. Obviously you're pulling the cooldown down by 24 seconds. Of course I got 3 different loadouts from here. I'm probably going to stick to the one in the bottom right. I could also do maybe Max Mark Lex. I'm not sure if I actually want to go in that direction just yet for this video. I might just focus on the change and kind of just go the direction I usually would, because I think I've tweaked this loadout a little bit since the last time I showed it. I don't know. It's been ages since I feel like I've covered Lex. But yeah, either way, whatever we go for, the loadouts are really simple. Lifesteal against our target, basically kill to heal against our target, a little bit of extra distance on the slide, movement speed after the slide, and also a tiny bit of extra health. The other version of the setup is the exact same thing. It just doesn't have the kill to heal anywhere near as strong, depending on, I guess, how confident you are in getting kills. This one just has extra health and a little bit of extra lifesteal instead, if you're maybe playing in, I guess, a bit more of a difficult situation. But I usually just find myself going for the bottom right one and trying to get as many kills as I can. The one in the bottom left is Max Mark Lex, which again, I'm not sure if I'm doing in this video or not just yet. Still has the kill to heal and also the lifesteal against our target, because that's from the mark. We also then get movement speed from being near our mark and also increasing the distance of it from 120 units to 150. Although what does kind of suck about this setup is the movement speed is locked at 60 units, which is half of the distance usually if it's 120, but if you're putting it up to 150, you're really only getting that movement speed like right at the end when you're really close to your target. Lex kind of sucks at range, so it does kind of make sense for them to make it work this way, but I'd like to see maybe this card have the ability to get buffed by Keen Sight, because then you'd probably see this one more often. Not that this card is necessarily weak, but I reckon they could easily make it 50% over the range and then you'd still get a benefit from Keen Sight. Like I said, I have tried to record videos already on this update. They just didn't go all that well. The servers are still a little bit iffy, but I have actually had some games without server issues recently, which is good. I guess it's getting a little bit better because they're not always crap now. One thing I do want to mention real quick before we do actually jump into a game is that Retribution either doesn't work properly or it isn't worded properly. It says here, activate Retribution to randomly select a new Retribution target, but it doesn't always select a new one. It seems to just be completely random, or maybe it's judged on like range and stuff. I'm not sure, but either way, it isn't always a new one, because sometimes you will shuffle it and you'll get the same person, which kind of defeats the point of the ability. I don't know if it's the wording being wrong or the actual ability itself not working properly. Just felt like I should mention it because it'll probably happen today. I had it happen when I was playing him earlier. I was fighting like a Mave or something. My target was like an Amani. I shuffled it and it just went from Amani back to Amani. Alright, anyway, for game 1, we got Onslaught Magistrate's Archives. Shoutouts to Oronantis, that sounds like a rare mineral, and also Soul 5503, that is the Corvus and the Zim. We also have a Grok, we're just waiting on one last pick, which is going to be a Sky. Interesting choice there as last pick, but whatever. We're up against a Corvus, a Barak, a Tiberius, a Victor, and a Nessa. Shoutouts once again to Oronantis. I appreciate the love, my guy. You're actually in one now. Go ahead and grab Discovery, and we'll go for the standard setup to start off, just so we have a bit of a baseline. We'll go for the new Cauterize, which is 250, and also some Nimble. Obviously, Resilience also got down to 150 instead of the 200, which makes tons more sense. I feel like Cauterize also kind of makes sense, but I'm not sure how that one's going to play out. I'll have to wait for the patch to be live a little bit longer. Well, that pretty much confirms that he has seen my stuff, because he knows that if I don't respond in the chat, that usually means that I am recording something, unless the video ends up getting scrapped like the ones earlier today where there were people in the chat, I didn't respond to them, and then I ended up scrapping the video. I apologize to all those of you guys that have been in that sort of situation. We got Yomi, we got Maelstrom, we got Spreading Influence and Smoke and Dagger. We're up against Shrapnel, Steady Aim, Architectronic, Stunning Visage, and Predatory Instincts. Switch my targets to the Kinessa, and then she teleported away. I guess we can chase here on the bottom. There's some shots for the Barak. He has got his shield up. I'm actually just going to go all the way around. We're going to shuffle targets again. I'm just going to wiggle all the way around. It just shuffled right back to Kinessa. That proves literally what I was saying right before we jumped into this game. There's some shots from. There's my slide. That was so bad, but okay. Go ahead and switch targets. Yeah, sure. For some reason it switched to the Barak. He is still dead. Nice. I need to remember not to just completely spam my weapon, because I do want it to be at least somewhat accurate. Oh, he's so low. We'll go around the side. Go ahead and switch the targets from the Barak. I guess it's going on to the Kinessa. I guess the game really wants me to get rid of her. We got rid of the Corvus. There's the right click. I forget how much fun Lex is to play, but my slide is down, so I am a goner. Seems like we're kind of winning the team fight, though. The team did a great job there. We actually got rid of 3, and I'm the only person who died, I think. Go ahead and pop the ult. Yeah, sure. That doesn't go through shields, though. We did just clear his ult, which is kind of nice. Dodge the Kinessa. Jesus Christ. We'll shuffle our targets. Get rid of that mine. Can't really get in a position to to deal any damage to him though, because he is miles away. Maybe we can get like a little cheeky shot or two. I deal 250 at this range. There's not even any point. Guess we'll shuffle it again to the Victor. He went for the ult. I'm probably dead because Kinesa's there. I was also being hit from the other side from the Corvus, who actually pushed up. Okay, sure. Match has definitely shifted in tone. I'm going to go for maybe a bit of a flank, I guess. Guess he knew that I was coming around here, which is strange. Hello, Corvus. There's a big headshot. He is gone. Got kind of battered there. Let's see if we can get rid of the Victor. Nice double. I am, of course, gone. They're paying a lot of attention to their teammates. I'm not really complaining about it. It's just really interesting how this is an Onslaught and people are playing very much like actual teams. Obviously, what that does mean is that I'm having a really hard time getting into their backline. There's some good shots for the Barrack. He's gone. Kinessa is target. Hello, Victor. I guess we'll get rid of him. And also the Corvus. My accuracy was kind of on point. I had one shot left. I thought that'd be enough to finish him off. What the hell just happened to my aim? I nearly died to a bloody bounce. I'm still nearly dying to a bounce because his predatory instincts is just going everywhere. Luckily, we are still alive. I feel like I should try and jump this Nessa, but that is the Barrack there. Okay, she's gone. That is the Tiberius going for the ult. Of course, I am a goner. This guy's doing a pretty good job trying to flank as well, but I think the reason we're getting kind of screwed is because they have a tank and we kind of have like quadra flank and a support. So you can kind of see why it's a little bit more awkward than usual. They're all just kind of sat there at the back. I'm going to just shuffle my targets and then wiggle down onto the point. There's not really much point in me just standing there kind of being locked off. Guess I'm just trying to stick onto the point. Barrack is our target, so we get mad damage against him. We'll pop with the right click so I don't even have to aim. He is gone. He wasted his ult as well. Nice. We'll go ahead and switch it off of the Victor, although that would have actually kind of been a little bit better, I imagine. He's still dead. Cool. We'll get a reload in. No animation for that one for some reason. Some little shots over there for the Nessa. Go round to the side. I'm not going to push left because they're totally going to know I'm coming. Guess we can pop the right click, get some little shots as a drive-by sort of thing. Again, I'm not going to go around because I feel like they're waiting for me. As you can see from the Tiberius spam, I am obviously a goner. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. There, Tiberius spamming on the right and the entire team on the left. I was kind of destined to be a goner. Tiberius is just in that corner spamming. I guess we can go for a bit of a flank play. This is such a bad idea, but maybe it'll work out. I don't think he sees us coming, so we should be able to shred him here before he does anything about it. Yep, there we go. Some shots for Corvus as well. I need to not spam it as much because you lose so much accuracy so quickly with Lex, and I'm still not really adjusted to it. Either way, it does seem like we've managed to even out the score a little bit. My dash felt so janky there. There's some shots for her. She's teleporting over. She's teleporting over here. She's gone. 1000 self-heal. You'll love to see it. I guess we can dash in on left. I feel like this is probably a bad idea. Some shots for the Tiberius up there. Zin's going for the... Oh, I'm kind of surprised he didn't connect there, but he did manage to still finish him off. Guess we'll switch over to the Kinessa. There's some little cheeky shots for her. My accuracy was trash there, but I still landed a couple. We'll shift them over again. Hello, Victor. Those were some decent shots. He's going to go ahead and run away, I guess. That's Kinessa going for the ult. Why does she use her ult like that? She's not using it how most people use it, like sat at the back, she pops it and then just gets like a bunch of long range shots. She's actually kind of running in and using it as like an SMG sort of thing. We finished off our Haven. We also got some nibbles. She did see me coming. That is a glitched mark on the floor from, I guess, their Victor. There's the roll. How the hell did I manage to stay alive? Thank you for the heal, Corvus. There's some little long range shots for the Victor. I'm just going to slide and retreat because for some reason that Kinessa, I guess, wants blood. You're my target now, so maybe I can win this fight. This is such a bad idea. You are close range though, so I should be able to get you. My aim was shit, but whatever. She's gone. Get some more little cheeky shots for sure. I wish I had a little bit less fall off. Obviously, that's kind of why you grab Death Hastens and stuff, but I do feel like that should have a tiny bit more range. There goes the Victor. Oh my god, my accuracy. I'm not even going to try and make that fight work. There's some more hits for her. Cool. She's going for her ult. Very strange play. There's some shots for the Victor as well. Oh my god, my aim was so bad, but that somehow worked. We'll dash under the bottom. There's some more little cheeky shots for him. He's on no health, but there is the Victor. I wasn't looking at the score. I guess we managed to pull through with the win by like a little bit. We were doing a good job there towards the end of separating the Barrack from the rest of the team. I think that's what did it. Definitely feel like I could have done a better job, but for sure I was noticing the change. I was switching my targets a ton, even though sometimes it was switching to the same target, which was really annoying. Shouts once again to the team. I've definitely shouted out Oronantis before, but I don't know about the other guys. Conscienti and Paul9. Shouts to the entire teams there. We'll quickly go through them top to bottom. The Zin did decent. Corvus, Grok, and Sky, I'd say all of them there did decent. Sky a little bit less so. She did struggle a little bit more, but none of us did badly. For their side, Barrack did really good. The Kinessa also gave me tons of trouble. The Tiberius annoyed me a ton, but clearly didn't really do all that much to the rest of the team. Corvus did very similarly to our Corvus, and then I guess the Victor didn't do all that good. Very similar though overall, I think stats-wise, other than the Kinessa and the Barrack being a little bit above. Although judging from that stats page, it looks like we should have lost. We managed to somehow pull through with the win. Sure, we'll go ahead and requeue for another one. Hopefully we have a little bit of a better time because I feel like I started to do better towards the end there. Alright, well for game 2, we've got TDM Abyss. Shoutouts to Slicker. I'm guessing as I say that, he hasn't picked just yet, but we do have a Sarah Drogas and a Corvus. One thing that I noticed in that last match that was really kind of throwing me off is how much your aim shakes when you play Lex. I don't remember it being that shaky when you actually like play. I feel like it's calibrated for Death Hastens, and then for some reason when you play normal Lex, it's way shakier than it should be. I feel like they definitely need to kind of change that at least a little bit so it's not so messy when you're actually just kind of spamming your shots with him. No idea what just happened. We've been kicked back to the lobby, which is strange because the match was just about to start and now we're back here. Right, well so much for Abyss. We've got TDM Trade District instead. We've got a Grok, a Nessa, a Leon, and an Andro. Pretty sure I played with a couple of the guys there on our side before, and we're up against the Drogos, an Ashen, Io, a Ceres, and a Strix. Shoutouts to X LRX7. Yeah, sure, I have no idea how else I would say that. Gonna actually go ahead and grab the Max Mark setup. I haven't played with this yet in an actual game, but I'm gonna see how it is, and then maybe we'll play another match with it. We'll see. We'll go ahead and grab Cauterize and Nimble, and then probably some Illuminate for that Strix, although I'm pretty sure we can see him with our mark on him, although right now I can't remember off the top of my head how the mark works with invises and stuff. We've got Ceres currently. We should switch that up over to the Strix. Yeah, sure, he's low health. I guess we can run in and get some shots on him here. This is definitely not a good idea. IO is chasing me. There's some auto aim for it. I am dead. I just got bursted down by an IO. I feel like I got kind of thrashed there. Hello, Ash. You're kind of solo. We'll switch our targets over to, I guess, the Ash. Perfect. She's going to push in on me. She has a lot of knockback. It feels like she was trying to definitely get me off of the map there, but there is the auto aim, so I don't have to actually land any shots. Ash over here, finish off the Grok. Nice. Got stuck on a doorway a little bit there. I'm not going to go around because they're going to kind of expect me, so we'll run towards the middle, switch our targets to the IO. Just switch targets and lands on the Ash again. That's happened so many goddamn times. The Grok is off of the map. Is pushing up here a good idea? Definitely not, but we can try it, right? I'm just missed everything. I'm leaving. This is a bad plan. I think I'm going to get thrown off the map if I keep trying to make this play. There's the right click. He did die, but we sadly did lose Anjo for it. Do have the ult up. I guess I could try and make a play with that. I'm just throwing over some little pot shots. We'll dash over, switch again to the Ceres. Anjo also kind of went for a bit of a flank with me there. There's some little pot shots for the Ceres. She is so low. Oh my god, I nearly killed the IO there as well, but my right click is just landing on her. I am dead. Fair enough. I probably could have killed the Ash there if I just focused her, but I was trying to get rid of the squishies. Guess I should leave her as my mark. There's some little shots for her. We'll roll over here. I have no idea where I'm going. I just heard an IO ult. I feel like I'm off the map. I did actually get caught by that. She is going off, I guess. That is Ash going for the insta ult. I guess I'll just die. What am I even meant to do to counterplay that? I mean, fair enough. That is Ceres who just went for the ult, trying to get rid of the Nessa. Let's finish her off. Nice. Well done, Leanne, with that 1k burst, just removing her entire bloody health bar. Just got revealed by the Strix as I tried to go through that little doorway. Did finish off our Cauterize because it is only 750 now. Hello, you missed your shot, so I imagine you're gone. Well done, Andrew. I don't know how I dealt some damage to him there, but didn't finish him off. This Ash is very clearly trying to throw me off the map. I got to give her props for it. We're just going to dash over here. How the hell didn't that hit me? She did get behind me there, but I think I managed to hit the ceiling kind of awkwardly. I'm still dead because this Ash has like tons of health and I am incredibly inaccurate. And also, IO is there as well. I feel like they've been playing very much like a team, which, you know, I've got to give them props for, but it's really annoying as a Lex trying to flank people when they're always so grouped. Joker's just got rid of the Nessa. Pretty sure he's here somewhere. I guess it'll switch over to the frickin' Strix. Yeah, sure. See if we can actually finish him off. There we go. Just enough damage to get rid of him there. I'll leave the Strix as our mark and we can try going around. I guess if he goes into his invis, I can't still see him because I have 150 units of range. I guess that does kind of suck that if somebody goes into an invis, you can't see them even though your thing is meant to reveal them because it only technically reveals through walls. I did just try and time my F to not get stunned and luckily it worked, or not thrown. I mean, Grok went for the ult. I don't think my ult can kill that Ash if I use it, but did just try and finish off the IO. Didn't realize she was so low. She's on like 2 health, I think. We'll go ahead and finish off our Nimble. Feel like we did kind of lose that team fight though. Ash is the person giving me the most trouble, which is weird because usually I wouldn't have any problems with it, but I just feel like I'm getting bodied. I just shuffled to the Ash. God damn it. Jokers went for the ult, punched the Nessa. We should be able to finish him off though. Nice. I'm going to switch again off of the Ash, please. There's the Ceres. That's a little bit better. We'll go ahead and pop the ult. That is a terrible idea, but how didn't I kill the IO though? Wasn't she below the threshold? Did it even fire anything at her? Did I move my aim wrong? I have no idea why that didn't work. Guess I'll just sit here, get some heals from the Grok and spam some stuff over there for the Lex and the Ash. She's pushing in. I'm going to switch my target. She tried to throw me off. I do have a little bit of resilience to make it a little bit more difficult for her because she is trying to get kills with it. There is the right click for the Drogos. Andrew finished him off. We'll switch our targets over. Luna is just there. I guess it's him as our target. Did I finish him off? No, I didn't. I'm probably dead. Oh, he just spammed my stuff and I still couldn't kill him. Oh my god, they're both so low. Are you kidding me? Damn it. I feel like I really should get used to Death Hastens because playing without it, the freaking inaccuracy is absolutely bodying me. It really is the thing that I feel like I'm losing so much damage and kills for, is just the fact that half the time it's just aiming where I'm not really directly pointing. Well, you get what I mean. That's not exactly how inaccuracy works, but you get my point. Switch our targets. Never mind, there is the defeat. Fair enough. I think they do deserve the win. Even if I played a bit of that, I don't think I'd have done enough to actually make that a win. So yeah, we'll go through stats quickly and we'll jump into a game 3. Don't really like the setup that much. I much prefer the one we used in game 1. But yeah, there we go. There are the stats for game 2. The Grok did decent. Feel like we did okay. Definitely struggled a little bit there, though. The Ganessa did a really good job. The Anjo did very similarly to us, and the Leanne actually has way more damage than I would have expected there, but she also didn't do crazy good. She just has a little bit more damage than the rest of us. As for their side, the IO did decent, the Strix did decent, the Ash definitely did a good job there, so did the Drogos, and I'd say the Ceres did as well. Overall, we had a really tough time there. I feel like they were playing very, very grouped. I don't think they were partied, but it might have been. I have no idea. Either way, they played very well together, although I am definitely glad we're not turning this into a Max Mark Lex video because that setup was not enjoyable to use. The movement speed was throwing me off more often than it was helping me because it only triggered within 60 units of the person I was already kind of close to, so this isn't really that strong of a card, at least for me. Keen Sight, I barely even noticed. That map was quite big and I don't really feel like the extra 30 units was really worth wasting 3 points on. So we'll go back to like the standard one for game 3 here because that lifesteal and also the kill to heal was really, really nice. The movement speed after the F is super consistent and is really good to use, and obviously the extra health is a little bit of extra added tankiness as well. So we'll go ahead and play it in another TDM to finish it off. I'm just kind of glad I didn't end up turning Max Mark Lex into a video because it probably wouldn't have gone all that well. Alright, well, for game 3, we've got TDM Dragon Arena, we've got a Nessa, we've got an Eevee and a Ceres. Another thing that I'm learning in this video, apart from some of the other stuff already with like his mark being kind of weird and sometimes switching to the same person and the weapon being a little bit shakier than I feel like it should be, is that I probably should just get used to playing with Death Hastens, mainly because it just makes Lex a little bit more consistent, because I feel like that's what's messing me up, is the inaccuracy and also just the way the weapons shake all over the place if you're not going for that talent, and a few other little small things. But we got Koga as our last pick, and we're up against an Armani, a Willow, a Furia, an Io, and a Drogos. For the sake of the video, we'll stick to Discovery and the standard setup, although I might make a Death Hastens video on Lex sometime soon. If you want to see it, let me know in the comments, and I guess by liking the video. We'll go ahead and start off with some Cauterize, because they do have double healer, reposition, wormhole, adrenaline junkie, mortal reach, scorn, cherish, Fusillade, Goddess's Blessing, and then Mana Rift. Kind of surprised they never gave Mana Rift an icon, but those are some shots for the Drogos. Try to do a quick spin away from the Willow, and holy shit, my reaction time finally paid off. See if we can get some little cheeky shots on her. Also, the drop off on Lex kind of sucks. I feel like it should be a little bit better. With Death Hastens, I think it's improved a little bit, but overall, when you're not going for that talent, Lex is just a little bit inconsistent. Go ahead and switch our targets, hopefully to the Io. Yes, of course it switches, and then she rolls away. We'll pop our right click to get some auto aim. Finish her off, please. There we go. Just hoping that would switch to the Armani, see if we can roll away. I am still dead. Don't know why I thought my slide would take me that far. That is the Armani who just came through the portal. Sure, thank you, Ceres, for the hand. Hello, Drogos. I guess you're coming through as well. My accuracy was on point there. Drogos is coming around the side. Thank you, Ceres, for the heals. He is gone. 100 damage. I feel like I should have missed that shot, but whatever. Furia's throwing the beam. She is nearly gone. I need to just spam my weapon less. I feel like if I'm just going for standard goddamn freaking Lex, I need to not spam my weapon as much. I am dead too. The Drogos, the Armani also ulted. I thought I was going to die to that instead. That is the Armani Dragon. Literally just spawned in. I'm instantly dead to it. You'd love to see it. The range on that animation doesn't match up with the range of the damage. It's actually kind of annoying. Anyway, finished off our Cauterize. Got a little bit of nimble. There goes the Furia. I think the ult thing is in here, but I think somebody grabbed it already, so never mind. We'll switch our targets over to the Io again, but I don't really want to go after her. Guess we'll switch our targets again. Drogos, that's a lot better. There's a right click. There's some shots into him. He is gone. Now it is the Io, and I feel like I could maybe fire, but not with the Armani blasting me as well. That was literally a single shot, and I'm standing by the Furia. There's some more for her. She is gone. Well done, team. Just dipped into the freaking anti-heal, which kind of bodied me, and I'm dead to the Furia. She didn't even try and kill me there. That was her F, just dealt 600 auto damage to me. Keep seeing the symbol pop up in the bottom left, and I can tell that they're a little bit iffy. I haven't had my ping counter up because the ping counter isn't even accurate, but definitely not going to turn this video into a complaining about the servers video. I feel like I do every video at this point, but there goes the Io. Let's also get rid of the Drogos. Team did it. Some decent shots over there for the Io. Not an Io, it's a Willow. Guess we can go after this Fury. I got so much damage on her there as I was rooted. I actually landed a decent amount of those. I feel like I've got the rhythm with Lex a little bit better now than I had it at the start. Switched over to the Willow. I was hoping it would be the Drogos. There's the right click to finish him off. Willow is actually in the middle. Didn't know she was there. Guess we can push in. Guess I can push in, try and get rid of her. We can go ahead and pop the ult. Yeah, sure. Holy shit, I actually got 2 people. That's probably the best Lex ult I've done in a while. I absolutely suck with it. Switched over to the Drogos, but that's not really who I wanted to get rid of. There goes the Io. My game lagged so badly when she just got cleared. I don't know why. What should I do? Switch over targets again? That just switched to the Drogos. Son of a bitch. Armani went right. Furia went left. I missed so many of those shots. I still managed to just about finish her off. Armani was on a 16 streak. I should have definitely gone after her. I didn't realize she had so many kills. Definitely should try and go after this Armani because she has so many kills. She's on like 17 or something. There we go. I got so many credits for that. Freaking 280. Let's roll over here. Pop the ult. This is a bad idea. I hit all 3 of them, but none of them were low enough to get the kill. Okay, fair enough. Drogos went for the ult, but he did get cleared, I think. Io is kind of low. Oh, that was good. Okay, 2 smooth shots. Let's also get rid of the Willow. That's a free double. We'll roll over here. Fury is just there. She's going and using her F and her beam. Is she even playing? That's a really weird way to use your abilities. Okay, that is the Armani going for the ult. I don't think I can actually have her as a target because she's like CC immune or whatever. I think she's in here though, right? She must be. No, where is she? She's just in this corner. Yes, she is. There's a bunch of damage for her. Cool. We managed to just about flank the Armani. Feel like I was going to die there any second if I didn't kill her quickly. Let's see if we can get rid of the Fury as well. She's going for the ult. God damn it, I'm on 800 health, and that is the Armani with the fire. I guess I'll die. Flipping heck. And sadly, there is the abrupt defeat. I think we're only like 5 kills behind, but I think overall as a team, we did struggle quite a bit. Koga was able to move there. That was strange. I feel like that was a 4th wall break, but okay, sure. Let's go through the stats, I suppose. 58k damage. That's definitely not too bad there. We actually had top. Finally, we ended a game with top damage and also a decent stat. I feel like I did way better there in this one than I did in the other 2. Going through everybody else's stats though, the Koga struggled a bit there. 515 is a lot of deaths. 30k is also not that much damage for how many deaths he had there. He doubled pretty much everybody on our side there in deaths. The Ceres did alright. The Eevee did struggle a little bit but didn't do badly. Canessa did pretty decent. For their side, Fury didn't do all that good. The Drogos did pretty average for that game. Same thing with the Io, and I guess the Willow did a little bit under, and the Armani did quite a bit over there. 20 to 550k. How did she do so well? She wasn't really giving me any trouble, but I guess she was shredding the team there. 20 kills. Props to that Armani. I don't know how many of those were in the Dragon because I think I only died to it once, but overall I think she did a good job, and I think we did show this off at least decently. I think think I was shuffling my targets a lot more than I would have been if I didn't have the 6-second cooldown, just because I actually felt comfortable to use it consistently. He's definitely a bit of a hard character to balance, and obviously my problems could be mostly fixed by just playing with Death Hastens, but that shouldn't really be an alternative instead of just maybe making the character a little bit better without like a specific talent that you need to run for the weapons, not to feel weird. Not really complaining at all, I still had a really fun time, but those are just a few things I'd like to see maybe improved with Lex. I've talked about him throughout the course of the video. I'd love to hear what you guys would improve or maybe change, or I guess maybe make worse about Lex in the comments. Of course, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys all very, very soon, and as always, stay Frost there.